Welcome everybody to the Hunter Ice Skating Stadium for tonight's absolutely brilliant game, which I cannot wait to see. The Sydney Ice Dogs, who are in second place, playing against our own Newcastle North Stars at the moment, who are languishing in seventh, but hoping to make something come from this game tonight. I'm Stephen Lindsay, and tonight I have Craig Tonks with me.
Yeah, hi Steve. This is a crucial match for both teams. Watched the bit of the Ice Dogs last night, and they got up against Canberra Brave. Hopefully that took a bit out of the tank, but welcome to all the Ice Dogs fans that are tuning in.
Yeah, I was just seeing the lineup for the Ice Dogs, and they have a lot of youth out there playing for them tonight. So with a bit of luck, they'll have much, much younger legs, and they'll be able to give this game to the North Stars tonight. And the Dogs have had a really, really great last few games to get up to second place. They've won 7, lost 2, and tied 1 in that period, whereas the North Stars haven't been so lucky, with 4 wins, 5 losses, and a tie. So tonight they're really looking to try and turn that around. They have some new players, Greg.
Yeah, so basically, let's look at the North Stars. Beau Taylor is back. Now he's made the long trek back to Newcastle. So it usually takes him a game or two to sort of get back into the system. But look, the Ice Dogs, you mentioned that there are a couple of young players out there. Obviously, there could be a couple of suspensions from last night. Now that provides an opportunity for these young guys to go, well, look, I want a spot in this side. Yep. I'm going to play my guts out tonight, and I'm going to earn that spot. Yep. So they've got something to prove. So they actually could be out to make a name for themselves.
Oh, definitely. I mean, there's no better game, I don't believe, that over the years that I've been watching this between the Ice Dogs and the North Stars. I mean, the two teams, I won't say hate each other, but geez, there's a lot of feeling between the two of them. And there have been a few, shall we say, kerfuffles that have happened over the years as well too. So there's no doubt at all that there's a lot of intensity in this game, and the crowd is starting to build up. We're starting to get quite a few behind the glass, and the seats are starting to fill as well. So this is going to be an absolute cracker. So, which team do you want to run through, Craig?
Look, I'll run through the Ice Dogs there if you want. We've got number 4, we've got Paddy Ward. And number 5, we've got Jake Knott. Jake Knott, is it, or Knight?
No, it's Jake Knott. Just come back from the youth team, Australian youth team.
Oh, okay. Yeah, number 6 is Shane Southwood. Number 7 is Shannon McGregor. Number 10, Billy Cliff. And number 14, the enforcer, David Dunwoody. Number 15, Jamie how do you pronounce that one? Blazovic. Mm-hmm. Now I know the next one, number 17, Richard Tesarik. Now Bert Malloy is in the number 20. Tyler Kabura, number 21. Paul, I always call him Brazzanelli. That's actually Barazanelli. The number 24, the short-handed specialist in the AIHL, Simon Barg. And number 44, import goalie, Tim Notting. I keep thinking of Notting Hill when I hear that, but I think he's Notting wide because not much is getting past him at the moment.
Correct, sir.
And number 5, Dylan Burgess. He's the backup goalie. Now, speaking of the young guns, we've got number 2, we've got Lachlan, is it Allport?
Yes.
And number 8, Jackson Knott.
Certainly a lineup it's very, very dangerous. Just looking at Dave Dunwoody there, he's made that transition from defence to forward over the last couple of years and is just having a breakout season. He's in the top 10 in the scoring, as are 2 of his Ice Dog mates. So there is no doubt that the Ice Dogs know how to score. They're really, really good at it. And it is something that's going to test the North Stars' defensive game tonight because, unfortunately, it hasn't been as strong as it would like to have been, and certainly Coach Dore has spent a lot of time trying to make the improvements on that so they'll be able to negate the strength that the Ice Dogs are bringing tonight with their shooters. The North Stars line up tonight. On defence, we have number 3, Matt Lindsay, and number 4, Rob Stark, who's also assistant captain for the team. Number 5, John Kennedy, also playing defence, also an import, and also one of the assistant captains for the team. Number 7, Stuart Cole-Clark. Number 8, Hamish Powell, playing forward. Number 9, Adam Geric, and it's so good to see Adam back as well too, after having a few weeks, Sejon. But now he's back and he's ready to go, and we're looking forward to his face-off speciality out in the ice tonight. Number 11, we have is Tim Stanger. 15, and welcome back to Newcastle, is Beau Taylor, who has the locks of Hercules out there, so we'll be able to see whether that has added to his strength and whether he's been able to put the puck in the net or not. 16 is Jason Chalker, also playing forward. 19, Ray Sheffield, and our captain. Number 20, Cody Danberg, an import playing on the left side. Number 23 is Matt Wattini. 25, playing defence, Dave Ferrari. 31, Harrison May. Again, Harrison's been having a great season. He's 5th in the goalie stats at the moment with goals against, but he is standing there tall and proud because so far the defensive game of the North Stars haven't given him a lot of help, and he has been the man that's kept him in a lot of games. 33 and waiting for his opportunity is Josh Brockman, the backup goalie for the team. 58, Hayden Sheard. He was very, very sick last night, unfortunately, and couldn't play for the North Star under-18 team, but is out here on the ice tonight, and we'll just see how he goes. Hopefully that sickness hasn't taken too much out of him. And number 96, Chris Wilson playing forward, leading scorer for the North Stars this season, and again another import. And 42, the man that has really made everything work so far for the North Stars the last few games, 42, Brian Bales. An Australian now with his residency, but certainly as clever or as good as any import you'll see out in the ice.
Oh, dinky die with a name like Brian, isn't he?
Exactly right. So, I believe that the North Stars, after a couple of really good practices this week, will be looking forward to really taking the game to the Ice Dogs tonight. Being, as you said, Craig, the Ice Dogs, this is their second game. This is the North Stars' first game for the weekend. So, they'll be ready to go. They'll be really looking forward to this.
Now, what's the key for the North Stars to win this one? What's the key? What have they got to do?
They've got to try and find the net. That has been the frustrating thing for them so far this season. They don't have the scoring power that they have had in the past. Their second and third lines haven't been giving them the scoring power that they need. And their defensive game has been a little bit weak and is letting a lot of shots happen from high in the war zone, which is the danger place for any goalie. Doesn't matter who it is, Harrison May or whatever. So there's really two crucial things. Find the net, which Beau Taylor will undoubtedly do. The only thing Beau Taylor knows to do is shoot the puck. And try and keep the Dogs wide so they're not getting good opportunities.
Almost anthem time. We'll see if Mr. Rolls will lead us in the chorus.
He loves it.
He does.
Another wonderful rendition by Mr. Andrew Rolls in the crowd and Mr. Jack.
You've just got to have passion. You don't have to sing it well. You don't have to sing in key or in tune. You've just got to have passion. And Mr. Rolls down there, he has the passion, and that's the key.
Jack Brockman actually singing the national anthem for us correctly tonight, with Mr. Rolls doing his best to keep everyone excited.
Yeah,
and
look,
happy.
I always thought it was Australians all like sausages for breakfast, lunch and tea, but apparently that is wrong. I'll stand corrected. If you're tuning in on the live stream, don't forget to jump on the chat room and tell us where you're from and where you're tuning in from. It's always fun to read.
We do also have another game being played today as well too. The Melbourne Ice are playing against the Bears down in Melbourne, and we have a score, and no, this is not...
Wow, they've been
9-1.
They've been declawed, haven't
for the
they?
Melbourne Ice. 9-1.
Wow. Yeah, the Bears went down to Melbourne a couple of weeks ago and took out the Mustangs and the Ice.
They would have been looking for a lot better result than this, losing 4-0 last night to the Mustangs. And now, indubitably, a 9-1 so far, loss to the Melbourne Ice. That's always a tough road trip to Melbourne. You've got two bloody good teams down there this year in regards to the Ice and the Mustangs.
Yeah, look, on the stream there, we've got someone tuning in from Louisiana, which is fantastic. So obviously watching Chris Wilson and the guys who played in the SPHL.
Alrighty, we're ready to go. And it looks like Darren Lampard has the stripes on
he's
tonight.
got the bands.
We have Dave Dunwoody.
Looks like 24. Looks like Bargs in the centre there.
It is.
Ready to take the drop.
And Brian Bales. And a face-off comes back with the Dogs. Now settling. Paddy Ward. Nice D-to-D pass from Malloy. Up it goes. Met heavily there by Kennedy. One of the things he's very good at is making sure he doesn't give away that red line at all. Now Kennedy with the puck. puts it up high. Stark now tries to hit Cody Danberg, misses him, and we come down for an icing.
The thing I liked straight off there is passes. And passes that actually went to the stick. Always a good sign in the first minute of a game, isn't it?
Absolutely. There's a nice pass there by Bales to get it back to Stark so that they could resettle the lineup. But unfortunately, Cody Danberg didn't quite read it and wasn't able to get off the boards to get his stick on the play. Water bottle coming out now for Harrison May.
Yeah,
he settles.
Might need that at some point.
I'm sure. Back, bang, goes Dunwoody, and it's blocked there by Stark. Back to the point now. Shot in again. Another block in front of the net. Now, Kennedy feeds it round behind the net to Stark. Stark tries to get it up through the middle. Untouched there, so there's no icing on this play. And going hard was Danberg. The Dogs try and get it out of their own end. Can't. Ends over the boards, and should have a face-off, probably just outside, as it did come off a North Star.
Going to go just outside there with linesman Brunker to drop that one. But at least we had an escapee puck.
And Marty Moose has come to say hello. Do you want to say a quick word, Marty? I thought so. Face off now.
I get nervous when he's standing behind me.
Face off just outside the North Star's end. Beau Taylor waiting for the puck for the North Stars. Tries to get the face off back. Oh, Lindsay and Taylor both looked at it. Puck comes back now for Lindsay. Makes a pass over on the right-hand side for Sheard. Sheard puts it to the middle. Busting through there was Geric. Again, so good to see him back on the ice. Geric. Sheard has it now in the corner. Taylor's digging for it. Gets it back to Sheard. Couldn't quite get a handle on that. Now Lindsay throws it back into the zone. And the Ice Dogs have to regroup. Funes lets Billy Cliff pick it up. Cliff with speed. Goes into the zone and shoots at the net, but blocked there by Ferrari. Tries to get it around behind. North Stars try and clear it out, but they can't. Again, it's kept in. Comes back to the D again. Try and flick it up on the glass. That didn't work. Back down deep. Ferrari feeds it around in his backhand. Trying to pick the puck up there with Sheard. Now it comes up through the middle to Watini. Watini with speed. Dumps it in. The Dogs turn. Getting a bit of miscommunication there as to who to take it between Baronzelli and McGregor. But the Dogs just chip it down the other end and will come back for icing. But good speed there shown by the North Stars.
Yeah, look, I was just seeing Beau Taylor just come up that left wing there when we're focusing on the right-hand side, but he's shot up there. He's lost nothing in speed, but I really like seeing him out there with Hayden Sheard and Matt Watini. That was a really good forward line. Oh,
absolutely. Those guys should all complement each other. Again, as I was saying earlier, just going to depend on how sick Hayden Sheard was as to how long he can continue. Now the puck's down here into the Dogs zone. Funes throws it around, but it comes up to the point. Stark keeps it in. McGregor now just flicks it out and picked up there by Tyler Kabara. And again, we have another icing call against the Dogs.
Yeah, I like watching McGregor play too. I watched him last year in a couple of games and he always impressed me. He's a good solid D, just with a really good sort of work rate.
Yeah, he hasn't got a lot of points this season at all, but I mean, he's a great defensive defenseman. And certainly the Dogs have lots of guys that can score points. He just needs to play his position and does that so well. Puck's back to the point now. Stark dumps it back in again. Dogs doing their best to try and get it out. But too clever is Wilson. Wilson now chasing, trying to get it back. Kennedy at the point. Puts it back. Danberg trying to get it in and just can't. Again, the Dogs putting a lot of pressure on here, but the North Stars are forechecking well tonight. And again, the Dogs, all they can do is shoot it down the ice, right on Harrison May, who immediately flings it back up again to Danberg on the wheel. Unfortunately, skates into too much pressure. Gives it back to Stark. Stark to Kennedy. And Kennedy tries to get it in. It hits a dog. Puck's down in the corner. Now trying to come around with it is Barge. Beautiful pass out of the zone there. Dunwoody fakes the shot. And a beautiful poke check by Rob Stark. Takes the puck straight off the Ice Dogs' leading scorer. No icing call now. Brian Funes. Bales putting pressure on him. Puck comes out to the middle. Beau Taylor back to Lindsay. Lindsay looks up, feeds it to Kennedy. Kennedy tried to hit Bales, but unfortunately stick wasn't on the ice. The Dogs throw it down the ice and we have another icing call.
Yeah, one thing I was just noticing there, Newcastle are throwing it side to side and really making the Ice Dogs skate. Would that be a good tactic on their second game in 2 days, is to move them wide and make them chase?
Absolutely. The only problem you always get with rink-wide passes, they're very, very easy to intercept. So you need to make sure that there's absolutely no traffic whatsoever between you and the receiver. Otherwise, you're going to look a bit silly. Face-off then was just to the right of Notting for the Dogs. Shot was taken by Beau Taylor, but no problem. North Stars again, putting so much pressure on the Dogs. Into the corner it comes, trying to chip it out. Back to Kennedy. Kennedy rifles it in, and Geric almost got it in the face. Now the Dogs take it back into their own zone. Trying to get the puck out. Good forechecking pressure by Geric. It comes up to Sheard. Sheard tries to put it in front and misses everybody. Taylor now has the puck. Swings wide and takes it out of the zone. Feeds it back to Kennedy. Kennedy can't control it. A little bit sloppy play here at the moment. The Dogs doing their best to try and get the puck out through Southwood. Now picked up by Dunwoody. Dunwoody holds it, finds Tesserick. Tesserick, can't get his shot away. Good defence there by the North Stars. Now whips around Kennedy. Tries to get it to Chalker. Chalker can't quite handle it, but now is trying to get it out of his zone. It's kept in by the Dogs though. Down deep into the corner. Billy Cliff just feeds it around. Young Lachlan Allport battling hard in the corner, but the North Stars come out with it. Up for our captain, Ray Sheffield. He tries to put it through the middle, but unfortunately gets intercepted. And an offside against the Dogs.
Now let's talk about the important things here. Beau Taylor's flow. Now those locks, much longer than last year. He's got a hell of a flow going on, hasn't he? And for people that don't know at home, flow is hair. And the flow of the hair, which neither of us have. No,
definitely not. And we were talking earlier about trying to do those cross-ice passes, and unfortunately that last one was intercepted, which led to this play. So the North Stars are just going to have to control the puck and play their own game tonight, because I think they've got that. Just looking at it so far, they've been able to put the Dogs under phenomenal pressure. Billy Cliff now going in the corner, battling for the Dogs. Still got the puck. Steals it. Gets it to the corner now to Allport. Allport feeds it round behind the net, but Stewie Cole-Clark for the North Stars feeds it up. Coming through the middle now is Bales. Bales delays, gets in front, and a big save on Danberg by Notting. Bales still has another shot, and this time Rob Stark says thank you and buries the puck for the North Stars.
Yes, he had to put that one over Notting Hill, didn't he?
A really good shot there by Rob Stark. He crept in, the Dogs didn't see him, and he got to the top of the face-off circles there, so he had the opportunity to blast it. And really, it was a really good shot. I mean, Notting has a great catching hand, so to put it up high above his catching glove was a really good shot. The veteran can shoot the puck. He knows what to do.
Yeah, they worked that puck around really well, and I was sort of watching the young fella there. I was watching Allport coming up the ice, and he was positioned great each time, but they just sort of caught him then.
Now Kennedy over to the goal scorer Stark, feeds it up to the side, and the puck's dumped again into the Ice Dogs end. Funes now throws it around the boards, picked up there by Blazovic. Blazovic struggling hard with Danberg, and Blazovic eventually gets it out. Kennedy goes back. There won't be icing on this. Harrison May just sets it for him, and Kennedy tries to get the puck up to Bales. It happens. Cross ice pass again. Comes up now, and we've got a offside call as the puck was slowly taken over the blue line.
Yeah, the Ice Dogs are playing a fairly smart game here. I know they're sort of one down, but they're not. Don't seem to be under a lot of pressure. They seem to be playing their game. They're not panicking at all, which I like.
Absolutely, they can't panic. They've got to get a goal back, and the North Stars are doing a really good job at the moment. Puck now deep in their own zone. Malloy looking to get it out. Gets between... big hit in the middle there with Dunwoody. Now Taylor comes into the zone. Looking in the middle. Shoots! As only Beau Taylor can. Looking for the puck. The Dogs fighting hard now on the corner. Joined there by McGregor. He wants a piece of it.
Stacks on.
The referee is just asking to move it. Puck comes up now. Kept in again Now with Taylor. Taylor shoots just wide. Geric gets it. He can't get to the front of the net. And Tim Notting, goaltender for the Dogs, says thank you very much with 8 minutes and 23 seconds still to go in the first period.
Yeah, Beau Taylor, that was a sneaky little pass through to Geric there. Geric's been missing out of the side for a few weeks. He sort of will add that little bit of spark in the attack as well.
Well, once Geric and Taylor actually get their mojo going together between them, that will be an awesome line. Geric now on the face-off. Works hard, gets it back. Unfortunately, just beats Ferrari. Ferrari under pressure from Billy Cliff. Cliff puts him down, and the arm is up. I'd say we're going to get a penalty here for kneeing.
Oh, I thought he was almost signalling a trip there, but yeah, it could be the knee.
There's an interesting battle that went on there between Billy Cliff and Dave Ferrari. Yeah, and he's giving him 2 minutes for kneeing. And Billy Cliff is a little bit nonplussed as to why. Now the North Stars get an opportunity on the power play, and it's sad to say that they have the weakest power play in the league this year. Only 9 goals.
I hope he just likes the magazines that I put in each box for tonight. I mixed it up a bit tonight. I whacked a house and garden in there, something different. I know JFK likes men's fitness and muscle and health, but I've thrown in a couple of different magazines tonight.
I'm sure the team will say thank you, Craig.
I'm sure.
Back to the point it comes now. Feeds to this side. Taylor looks, feeds it back to the middle. Now Danberg over to Wilson. Wilson gets it over to Taylor, but bounces over his stick. And now Dave Dunwoody charges up the ice for the Ice Dogs. In fact, went that fast. Lost his... Oh, we got bodies down everywhere. It's a 4-on-1. In come the North Stars. Feed to the middle. Back again. And Danberg couldn't get a handle on it. Taylor takes a big hit. Shot. It was going over the net from Brian Bales. Bales feeds it back to the point now. This is a lot better power play. Fake shot from Wilson. Trying to get it in front. Gets to the side. Taylor shoots. Another rebound there from Geric. Taylor feet goes up, but it goes right over the top of the net. Now the Dogs get there first and clear it out of the zone. And Danberg has to go back and get it. Harrison May comes out to help him. Danberg with speed. Attacks the zone. Good defense there. That was fantastic by Tyler Cabarra to keep him out. Now, North Stars still looking good. Bales with the puck. Looks for someone in front. Gets it back to Wilson. Wilson feeds it to Watini, and he just couldn't turn on it, unfortunately. Now, Tyler Cabarra throws the puck out of the zone. And the North Stars will have to go back and regroup. But it looks very good so far, Craig.
Yeah, it looks really good. Shannon McGregor is just basically controlling that goal zone there, not letting anyone in.
Now Hayden Sheard coming into the zone. Holds it. Gets it back to the point to Stark. The second unit now on for the North Stars. Shot towards the net. Chalker couldn't get a handle on it. Wilson puts it back to Kennedy. Kennedy drills it. Oh, and it's a goal by Jason Chalker.
I think Chalker's called the deflection there.
He sure did. Nice low shot from the point, which is exactly what you want to do.
Managed to slip it under the hill.
Yep. Choice. Chalker managed to get a piece on that and right through the 5-hole of Tim Notting. For only the 10th power play goal for the season for the North Stars, but a great one to get because now they're up 2-0 with 6 minutes 30 to go.
Now, I noticed something different on that power play is Cody Danberg was hanging back on the blue line. They still had their 2 points. Is that something different that you see, or you would rather have him up at the front?
Normally the North Stars have been using an overload, so they've been using 2 points and overloading one side. Most of the time in that power play, they're playing either a 1-3-1 or an umbrella, whatever you want to call it, with a one player up the top controlling it. And they did that well. And that's something that Beau Taylor will bring because that's the kind of play that he actually has been using in Alberta. Now, British Columbia, I should say, sorry. He's going to Alberta. The Dogs now trying to make something happen for them. The North Stars have put out their line with Watini, Stanger, and Hamish Powell, the third line, just to get the other lines a bit of a rest after that power play. Puck's now in deep in the Dog zone. Nice breakout play there to Shane Southwood. Southwood looks across the ice and feeds Dunwoody well, but he can't quite make it connect. Back come the North Stars through Watini. Watini, oh, it's an offside, delayed offside. But unfortunately, Hamish Powell didn't see it, so it looks like the face-off will be all the way down into the North Stars zone.
Yeah, the referees, or the linesmen, Rick West and Andrew Brunk, have been all over the offsides tonight, so they're not letting any of those get away.
Well, the rule is that once offside's been called, you really got to make an effort to get out. And certainly Hamish made no effort. He just went straight to, because he probably didn't hear the call in all seriousness, but just went straight to the player. So consequently, the offside right down in the North Star zone. Face-off win there by the Dogs. They try and keep it in through Cliff. Puck's now fed round behind the net. And up comes, looks like Wilson with the puck, or Danberg, I should say. Danberg with it.
Yeah.
Trying to feed it to the middle. Doesn't work. Now the Dogs trying hard with their third line as well too at the moment. McGregor puts the hit on Danberg. Lachlan Allport feeds it round behind the net to Funes. Funes dumps it up where Kennedy meets it in the middle of the ice. Puts it over to his defensive partner Stark. Stark feeds that time to Danberg. Danberg got a stick on it that time. Around it comes behind the net and Notting feeds it to Funes. Funes puts it through the middle with a beautiful pass to Tyler Kabara. Kabara now with speed. Shoots the puck. No problem for Harrison May. Puts it around behind the net where it's picked up there by Jake Knott. Now the North Stars pick it up. Nice pass here through the middle. Oh, beautiful hands by Bales as he comes in on the defense for the Dogs. Bears? For the Dogs. Now the ice. Oh, lose the puck right in front. Oh, Bales shoots and scores!
Yeah, I tend to think the defence on this side were actually looking at Beau Taylor. Beau Taylor just... he actually went a little bit wide, skated backwards. Basically, Bales was looking for him, but in pulling that defence wide, it opened the door.
How good is Brian Bales, though? He just delayed, waited for the opening, and then bingo, put it right over the stick side of Tim Notting.
If I did that, I'd have like 5 people absolutely crushing me if I sat there on my stick that long.
So with 4 minutes 34 to go, the North Stars go up 3-0 and certainly look like they're in command of this game. Now what they need to do is keep going. Now Lindsay with the puck, tries to feed it up. Picked up there by Geric. Geric looks to the middle. Oh, and Hamish Sheard couldn't quite get a stick on that. And Tim Notting is going ballistic here at his defence.
Yeah, I think he's telling the boys to switch on. Look, Jake Knott and Allport, as I said, they're 2 young guys in the lineup. Just watching him back on the D line, and then they were the first up in attack. So they're covering a lot of ground, those guys, and it's good to see them getting a run.
It is good to see them getting a run. They did a fantastic job for the Australian youth team this year in Bulgaria, and they deserve their opportunities out there. Now the Dogs really attacking now the North Star net, but Taylor now has it. Fans on it trying to get it out, but Geric says, that's no problem, I got it. Back to Taylor. Taylor cross ice now. Picked up by Stuart Cole-Clark, who fires it in. Notting there, leaves it for Paddy Ward. Ward trying to get it out of the zone. The North Stars, again, they practiced a lot of this forechecking pressure during the week, and it's definitely working for them. The big, long speculator there by Ward didn't quite work. Kennedy tries to get the puck out, hits the linesman. Getting a bit scrappy now, but the Dogs coming into the zone. Feed it to the middle. A shot by Dunwoody, and a rebound, but unfortunately Cliff for the Dogs. Cliff couldn't quite get his stick onto that. And now the North Stars rip it down the ice for an icing call. And it'll come back into the North Star zone with 3 minutes 24 to go, still in this first period.
Yeah, you're talking about the forecheck for the North Stars. I'm really impressed with the forecheck on the Ice Dogs. They're really getting up the ice quick and putting pressure, especially on John F. Kennedy over on this our left-hand side. But they're putting a lot of pressure on him when he's getting the puck, that he's actually having to put it across the ice instead of coming up the ice.
Well, they would have done their homework, the Dogs. They would have known that JFK is obviously the best defenseman for the North Stars, and if they can put pressure on him, as they are doing now, it's going to upset the defensive core.
Little hook there, but...
Jason Chalker tried to make something happen there, but now Allport with the puck. Tries to feed it through the middle. Kennedy tries to clear it, but it doesn't work at all. Now Tesseract looks to the front and can't quite get it there. Chalker takes a hit, big hit. Now, very, very clever play there by our assistant captain, Rob Stark, not our captain, who just fed the puck there to Harrison May because he knew that he needed a face-off so they could just settle down and just relax, because there's been a lot of pressure put on him by this very, very young line for the Ice Dogs.
Yeah, and you'll notice Allport was up there again, basically in the defensive... Oh, sorry, he's in the attack line, just basically... Oh, we might have got a trip there. No, got away with it. Referee didn't see it. It's just like wrestling.
Actually, I was talking to his mother tonight. It's the first time she's seen him play in 2 years, so...
Oh, brilliant.
Now, the Dogs, Brian Funes on his backhand, rips it behind the net, but Ray Sheffield picks it up and feeds it to Watini. Watini gets it back to Watini, but didn't quite come off, unfortunately. Kennedy keeps it in. Chalker now turns, tries to get a Watini. Watini kicks it back to him. Chalker having another speculator. He's got one. He wants another. And back come the Dogs now, screaming through Shane Southwood. Gets it to the middle, but no one's there. Harrison May chips it up the boards now, but kept in by Dunwoody. It's a dangerous player right in front. Oh, and it's a great goal there.
Goal.
A very good constructed goal. Well done to the Ice Dogs. Done there by Dunwoody, who passed it in front of the net to Barge. Barge then put it back to Southwood, and Southwood had an easy tip in, as Harrison May had been taken right out of the play. A great goal for the Dogs.
Yeah, I think that was a really good goal. Southwood had perfect position there. They basically just moved the defence around as they needed them to open the door, and as soon as it was open, he was there. And that's been a problem for the North Stars. Other teams have exploited that back door.
Correct. And it's something that they're working on. They realise that they've got to get better at it, and they are getting better at it. And so far this game they have been. There was just that one little opportunity just then that they unfortunately got taken for the North Stars. Now, defence for the North Stars. Lindsay gets it up the boards, skips over the top of Danberg's stick. Danberg now just outside the blue line, has to wait for Bales to come in. Ferrari moves up. Bit of a rush here, tries to chip it in and does, and follows it himself. Coming in hard now and misses on the hit. Now the Dogs, big shot up the ice there. Oh, jeez. That was unbelievable.
I would have thought Wilson was going for a high stick there.
Yes. Malloy then just missed getting it to Barge, who was on the North Stars' far blue line. It's obvious that the Dogs want to try and get back into this game quickly because they don't want the North Stars to get too far away. And a 3-1 result after what we looked at earlier is not a bad result for the Dogs with 1 minute 30 still to go in this first period.
Yeah, there's a couple of looking at Bert Malloy there. He's sort of sucking in the big breaths. He's working overtime.
The North Stars now shot there by Wilson and picked up now by the Dogs to get it out of their own zone. Bales takes a big hit from Dunwoody. Lindsay now gets the puck to Danberg. Danberg to Bales. Bales keeps his head up, looks, drops it for Wilson. Wilson back to Bales, but he couldn't quite handle the puck. And Bales in the corner now. Feeds it back. Wilson back to Bales. Bales trying to make his way in front of the net. Lindsay's sneaking down. He saw what Stark did in the first period. He's trying to get one himself. Now the Dogs now trying to get the puck out and can't. Wilson tries to feed it back. Bales to the puck. Takes another hit from Dunwoody. Gets behind the net now for Wilson. Wilson tries to make a play off the back, but the Dogs are all over him. Still working hard with the puck. Gets around to Bales. Couldn't quite handle it now. It's
Great
Billy
pass.
Cliff. We got 2-on-1 on Ferrari. Cliff back over. Shot. And it's a goal. Billy Cliff has buried the puck.
Yeah, that was a great pass down the boards. He put a lot of pressure on Ferrari at the back there. He took him, once again, moved him around to where he wanted him to be.
Look, a good play by the Dogs. I mean, they chipped it past the defenseman on the point, and obviously what we're trying to do there is either take the puck or the man. That was missed. So we had a 2-on-1 scenario going down, and Ferrari did his best to stay in between them, but just too much skill there shown by young Billy Cliff to pop another goal, and we now have a 3-2 hockey game with 33 seconds to go in this period.
Yeah, I think that'll be the last of the goals by the looks of this.
Puck's dumped down in the Dog zone. It's going to be an icing call, and it is. So back it's going to go into the North Stars. With 25 seconds to go, the Dogs have an opportunity to win this face-off and maybe blast another shot.
Yeah, Dunwoody, he's putting on some good checks out tonight. Now, I like watching him play. He does draw a bit of criticism. A lot of people think he's a dirty player. I like he's an exciting player that plays on the edge. Can go over the edge, but tonight he's been very controlled. And that's when he plays his best hockey.
Absolutely. He is the most penalised player in the league. So that says enough.
Well, that should be a trophy, shouldn't it?
It should be a trophy. And here we go, the Dogs now trying to feed it in front through McGregor, but there was no Dogs there to put a stick on it. And Harrison May says thank you. And we have another face-off to his left with 18 seconds to go.
Yeah, just before the first Dogs goal there, they were starting to do a little bit of pushing with sticks. There was almost a little bit of cross-checking, but once they settle back into playing, you see the result. 2 goals.
Absolutely. Now, Hayden Sheard takes a huge hit. And now the puck's back down for 5 seconds to go to Taylor. Just feeds it out. Dogs throw it back in. But that will be the end of the very first period with the North Stars up 3-2 against the West Sydney Ice Dogs. Craig?
Yeah, look, I thought it was a really good period of hockey. Obviously, 5 goals. It's always shows that it's fairly open ice. I just like the way the Ice Dogs are actually working it down the boards. Most of their goals, both of their goals, have come from them coming wide, bringing the defence out, moving the defence across to the other side. So they're making the North Stars defence move. North Stars goals, they've been really nice. They're all being constructed right in front of the goal. They're sort of doing it a different way, but both teams look really good, and it's too early to call this one.
Well, in fact, all the goals are pretty much scored by people going to the net, because when you go to the net, things will happen. The little tic-tac-toe by the Dogs to score there too. The tic-tac-toe here by Bales to get his. Wilson, the beautiful goal scored by Rob Stark with a shot over Notting's catching glove. It was a really, really nice goal in all seriousness, but it's all come from all the players when they need to attacking the net, and that's when all the damage happens. So if both teams can keep this pressure on, we could see a high-scoring game.
Oh, absolutely. And look, anyone in this league this year has seen that you can't just slap it straight at the goalie and expect to score goals. You've got to make them. You've got to make the goalies move. You've got to get them down on their pads, and you've got to make them move. And the teams that are doing that tend to be getting a lot of goals. And you can't just hit it at the logo, because it doesn't work this year.
No, and that's why I'm really pleased with what the North Stars have done, because really this year their goal scoring has been, for them, relatively weak. They actually have the least number of goals in the league, goals for, and that's not a North Star team. Normally we're right up at the front. The fact we've only got one guy in the top 10 in the scoring speaks a lot for the fact that we haven't been able to get pucks in the net. But that was a great sign. To see those 3 goals in that first period, I think it is because we have Beau Taylor and Adam Geric back, they're actually adding more balance to the team, and now we can score with at least 2 lines and possibly 3 lines.
Well, it's all about the options, isn't it? It gives you more options, more go-to people. Look, really, really impressed. Beau Taylor, like I said, last year he came back, and it was sort of no secret. It took a couple of games to work into the work back some fitness. Obviously, he hadn't played for a little while. But he looks pretty good out there tonight. He's moving quick, and I think that's the key to his game, is to get the defence on the back foot.
Well, I think it's also a credit to a young player like Hayden Sheard to be going out there and playing on the North Stars' second line, and certainly looking like he deserves to be there.
Oh, absolutely. Everything I've seen of him this year, I have not seen one thing that would suggest he shouldn't be there, because he's quick. He's got talent, and as I said, same for the Ice Dogs. Allport, I thought Allport had a great period. He got caught out of position once, but he's going to learn from that. It only makes him a better player. You've got experience with the young fella. You sort of know how he plays, and he looks like he should be out there. So he's one that the Dogs have got to keep in the kennel, basically. Well,
it was no secret on the youth team this year that Lachlan Allport was my favourite player.
Oh, really? I thought that's a big rap then for you.
No, well, just the way he plays. Exactly all the things you just summed up then. And you've only seen a period of him.
Yeah.
I've been working with him for 2.5 years. And, I mean, what the kid can do is just amazing. So hopefully he gets another opportunity in the second and the third period, which will be coming back to you very soon in about 12 minutes' time.
Yeah, I think it's a Chico roll break.
Okay, welcome back everyone to the second period here at the Hunter Ice Skating Stadium with a score of 3-2 for the Newcastle North Stars, who have looked so good so far. But a great comeback by the Dogs. Puck now deep down into the North Star zone. Wilson, cross ice, finds Danberg. Hits the blue line. Looking to the middle, tries to get it down to Bales and doesn't quite work. The Dogs chip it out of the zone through Dunwoody, but it's intercepted there by Wilson. Bales finds Danberg. Danberg skating, shoots! And over the net. Comes up high now to Wilson. Wilson feeds it back down. Nice little pass off to Bamberger. Deflection there, but Notting was too good. Again, the Dogs try and chip it out of the zone. Still held in. North Stars, great forecheck here. Wilson fakes, shoots. Doesn't get to the net. Now it's picked up behind. Again, the North Stars controlling the play through Danberg. But the Dogs now come out with it. Trying to look to get it out of their own zone. They've been battling there now for almost a minute. Over they come. Shoot over the net. Good shot there by Malloy. Picked up now by Dunwoody. Just delays. Tries to get it forward, but it's picked up there by Kennedy. Now, Bales feeds it in to Beau Taylor. Rampaging, shoots it. And Notting says thank you very much. And I know that's what we're going to get out of Beau Taylor. Shooting.
And flowing hair, especially when he's skating quick. It's flowing, isn't it?
Actually, we're going to see that a lot more from this end because it's skating away from us.
We will too. Hey, look, Paddy Ward was the one who was working hard in that set down there, defending. He was both sides of the pipes. Good credit to him. That was a good effort.
He's a good defenseman. The Dogs now through Cliff. Get it out of their zone. Walking up towards the North Stars end. And we're going to... Billy Cliff. I don't know how he held on to that, but he did. Adam Geric takes the puck off him. Trying to battle down into the zone. Taylor helping him. Taylor now down in the corner. Trying to get the puck back. Lindsay has it. Shoots it at the net. Deflection! But just goes wide. The Dogs again trying to get it out. Shot back in again by the North Stars. But the Dogs now playing tit for tat in the middle. Lindsay over to Cole Clark, who hits Hayden Sheard, tries to get in the zone, but doesn't work now. Here come the Dogs to the left, right side of Harrison May and straight into the glove.
Yeah, that last little penetration by the Ice Dogs here broke down when I think it was Barazanelli was actually offside, but he gave it away by looking straight at the linesman to see, waiting for the whistle. The whistle never come. Always play to the whistle, kids.
Correct.
Always play to the whistle.
And how good was the skill from Billy Cliff to control that puck so it didn't go offside?
Yeah, when he hit the blue line, Barazanelli was in front of him. Yep, good message there, kids. Play to the whistle.
Barge wins the face. A deflection in front by Dunwoody, but Harrison May was too good for that. Danberg now fighting. Picked up by Kennedy. Puts it behind the net to Stark. Stark looks up the boards. Finds Bales. Bales tries to go across ice. It's intercepted by the Dogs. In they come. Ward now tries to shoot at the net. Hits someone. Goes high and up into the crowd.
Souvenir puck in the first row.
And they're actually fighting over it. Amazing.
Yeah. As you said, those cross ice passes just got picked off then. So that was a perfect example of what you were talking about before.
Danberg now playing centre against Barge. North Stars looking for this face-off.
You're out of here.
Linesman Rick West not happy with the way they're facing up. Dunwoody now against Chris Wilson. Wilson wins the puck back and picked up by Kennedy, who rips it around the boards. Takes a bad bounce. Picked up at the boards now. Ward tries to get it in. Dunwoody couldn't pick it up. Stark tries to feed it up. Bounces off someone and Bales now. Tries to delay and does. Looks now. But Stark says, I'll take it. And into the zone he goes. Deep. Looks in front of the net to Wilson. But Wilson couldn't quite get a trigger on that. Then it goes up into the netting for a face-off to the right of Tim Notting.
Yeah, that was a nice little spin and twist by Brian Bales. But haven't seen as many, as we have made up the term, muffin shots tonight. We haven't seen the Muffin Man tonight. There hasn't been many.
I think 3/4 of the season gone. You'd think guys would actually have a handle on shooting now.
Yes. Muffins have left the building.
12 minutes and 19 seconds still to go. Puck's back with Kennedy at the point. Trying to feed down to Danberg. Danberg now fighting with Barge. Up to Dunwoody. Dunwoody looking through the middle. The Dogs dump it in, but stopped there by Stark, who flicks it up. Hits a Dog player. So we'll have a face-off just outside the North Star zone.
Yeah, it gives everyone just a chance to reset, especially with sort of 12 minutes to go. So we're 3 minutes into the period. Chance just to reset, change lines, take a breath, and get back into it.
This should be a good line for the North Stars here.
Look at that.
We have Sheffield, Watini, and the big Chalker out there. Chalker now tries to grab the puck, battling with his player. The Dogs now try and feed it across the ice, and it comes over to Cliff. Cliff now delays, waits for his teammates, throws it in the corner where Ferrari will try and meet it, dumps it around. Chalker now trying to go for it. Lindsay bounces off his stick. Baranzelli tries to get in front, does, shoots and scores!
That was a great. Tassari just sitting there, just waiting. Puck comes straight to him, he buried it.
Well, this has been the frustration for the North Stars this year. The defense was battling with the puck there, but there were still guys available in front of the net. And it has led to another opportunity for the Dogs, and they buried that well.
Yeah, he got a hold of that. He was just sitting straight off the post there. Harrison May, he basically couldn't really get to that one.
So it's 3-3 we've got now in this hockey game with 11 minutes, 30 seconds to go in the second period. North Stars trying to get in through Geric, battling hard into the corner. Gets around behind the net. Oh, Taylor tried to get it in front to Hayden Sheard. It didn't quite work. Now, Rob Stark feeds it up through the middle. Unfortunately, doesn't hit anyone. And we've got an icing call. And we'll come back to the North Star zone with 11 minutes and 19 seconds to go in the second period.
Yeah, equal in the second period. This is getting really interesting.
Well, the North Stars would have liked to have popped another goal and broken that gap out to 2. They come back at even. This is going to show the character of this team now. They've bolstered the team up with Beau Taylor and Adam Geric, so it's going to be interesting to see if that has helped the character of this team to win as well too. Now, picked up by the Dogs. We've got a bit of JFK and Southwood having a few words. Referee Darren Lampard just settles it.
Exchanging greetings and saying hi. What you been up to?
Yeah, they're such great friends.
They are.
Geric now against Barge on the face-off. To the left of Harrison May. Dogs win the face-off. Comes in front. Barge, goal, fans on the shot. And now Hayden Sheard puts it, leaves it behind. Stark's there to help him. Good battle here in the corner. Stark tries to get it, but Dunwoody now beats him. Puts it in front. Another shot goes wide. Barge just missed the net. Put in again by Malloy. Geric's trying to help there. Now the puck comes through the middle. And we've got Kennedy, defenseman, up there. Now puck back down to North Stars. Stark has time. Looks, tries to go across ice. Again, the Dogs intercept it and dump it into the zone. Kennedy now makes a nice pass up to Taylor. Taylor with speed, leaves it behind. But unfortunately, Sheard has dropped it. Puck goes into the crowd, and we have a face-off just outside the Ice Dogs zone.
Yeah, a minute ago we almost seen a repeat of the last goal. We had another Ice Dogs player sitting on the back post, and he was it basically could have been a repeat of the last goal. We just got a score come in from the Bears in the Ice game. Hot off the press. And the Ice are leading the Bears 10-1.
I mean, you just never read about that. 10-1, that's incredible.
What's gone wrong there?
Well, there'll be some reports from the game. Wilson has a big shot there, but it's picked up by Notting just on his stick side. You can see Tim Notting looks a lot more comfortable in the net now that there's a 3-3 hockey game. He kind of feels it, right, we're back in the game, I'm going to be standing tall.
Yeah, I think he would have had a chat to his D-men. We saw him talking there earlier. Sort of, come on guys, switch on. You mightn't have said those words exactly, but...
They were very kind words. He was cranky. Now the Dogs just flick it down the ice, and we should have another icing call, which we do with 10 minutes and 7 seconds to go. The puck's back into the Ice Dog zone.
Now, I don't like to sort of speak rough to the officials, because I am one. I do referee.
There's a lot of people listening, Craig.
Yeah,
just remember that too.
There is, but I wish in the face-offs, get them set, drop the puck. Let's not hold it too long. Correct,
I agree with you. Now the North Stars holding the puck. Danberg behind the Dogs net, trying to feed it in front. Battles there now with McGregor. McGregor tries to get a puck around and can't, still battling behind the net. And out with it come the Dogs. Looking up ice. Big pass across to Baranzelli, who skates into their own zone, feeds the puck up here onto to Blazovic, tries to put it back to Cliff. Cliff now controls, throws it in front, and May had to make the save on that.
Baranzelli
Lindsay
on that
now
back post again.
Dumps it out. Thrown in again. Stewie Cole-Clark kicks it. Harrison May comes way out of his net, trying to clear the puck. Gets it out. Referee Darren Lampard has blown his whistle. It must have hit the netting, I think.
Yeah, it's one thing referee Lampard, he doesn't mind having a chat to the players along the way. Especially when they're appealing for things. He's usually one to be straight on there to say no and tell them why. So I do like that in a referee, actually.
Good. It is true. At least the players know what's going on. North Stars have their second unit out here now. Kennedy just races around behind the net. Makes a pass and up to Sheard. Sheard takes the puck into the zone after getting away from the hit from Malloy, and out it comes. The Dogs now throw it in, where Stark will go back and try and pick it up. There's no icing call, and Dunwoody says thank you and welcomes him to the game. Again, Darren Lampard's blown his whistle.
Yeah, they're sort of they're all appealing there.
Well, they're asking if the puck's going up into the net, how come it's not actually a penalty.
game.
But it looks like the referee and the linesman have called it came off a Dogs player, so that's why the face-off is outside the zone now. Settling. And back it comes now to Stark. Stark to Kennedy. Kennedy feeds it up to Sheard. Sheard tries to dangle. Doesn't quite work on that one. And then Southwood picks the puck up in his own zone. Clears it up. Tries to get to Barge. Here come the Dogs now with speed. Feed into the zone. Dunwoody now on Kennedy. Takes the hit. Round behind the net it comes. Stark looking for it. Picked up by Geric. Geric takes the hit from Dunwoody. Dunwoody doesn't mind bouncing bodies. And Kennedy now hitting. Oh, and Dunwoody goes in again. Puck comes in front of the North Stars net, but couldn't quite get it. Dunwoody. Kennedy's looking for him. Front shot. The puck's loose, but just cleared.
Wow.
By Rob Stark, the veteran for the North Stars. Dogs putting unbelievable pressure here. Here they come again through Billy Cliff. A slap shot. He fans on it.
I think that was a muffin.
Still goes after his own rebound, though. Front of the net it comes. Back to the point. Shot goes wide. Baronzelli picks it up, though. Looks. Feeds it. Oh, a shot there from Cliff. And Harrison May covers up on that. And a great sustained pressure there from the Ice Dogs. They've got to be happy with that shift.
That was a great little period of play then. Well done, Woody. He was the human pinball then. He was hitting anything that moved.
Well, that was the first line for the Dogs out there against the North Stars' second line, which gives the North Stars now the opportunity to put their first line out. Back to the point it comes. A shot hits Danberg into the corner. It goes now. Baronzelli battling with Lindsay. Lindsay backhands it up. Hit something. It must have hit the boards and then gone up and hit the net.
Yeah, someone.
So the face-off just to the left of Harrison May with 7 minutes and 49 seconds to go in this period. Won there by Bales. Lindsay tries to pick it up and he's shoved off the puck by a absolutely rampant Tesserick. But the puck comes out of the zone now. Cross ice it goes to Wilson. Tries to control, gets in the zone, feeds it in front. Oh, and Bales couldn't quite get a handle on that. Puck comes back out now to the neutral zone. Lindsay tries to feed it up, hits Bales after coming off a dog stick. Now Tesserick looking, gets it out of his zone, but Bales picks it up for the North Stars. Has to delay and gets it in now for Danberg. Wilson, I should say, trying to get it. He can't. Now pumped out by the Dogs through McGregor. Dogs through Allport coming down the right wing. Baronzelli, I should say, gets to the middle, shoots! And a big save by Harrison May. Down it comes again, behind the net, trying to feed it out in front, but Bales is too clever. Defense keeps it in, trying to feed it down to the corner. Big battles going on here with Tesserick and Lindsay. Tesserick still has it though, tries to move in front. Still got the puck. Tesserick, unbelievable skill. Puts it in front. Another shot by... Now Bales has it. Picks the puck up. There could be some problem here, I think. Just skating through the crease by the Dogs. The face-off goes outside.
Yeah, Dunwoody was sitting in the crease there, and Dave Ferrari is just trying to just inch him out of the crease with the use of a stick. But there's a couple of shots on Harrison May that he shouldn't have taken then. The D should have had those.
Well, I'm just so impressed with Tesserick, the way he battled with that puck to get an opportunity.
Good effort.
Unbelievable effort. A strong player. The Dogs now continuing this pressure, trying to get it into the zone. Done very, very well by Southwood now. Southwood takes a hit on Kennedy. Puck comes out though, and back go the Dogs through Barge. Barge looks for his partner.
Line out there for the North Stars.
Feeds it up to Dunwoody. Dunwoody takes a slap shot wide of the net. Harrison May leaves it there for Kennedy. Oh, a bit of a miscommunication. Picked up there now in front of the net. Here we go, a shot. Oh, a big save by Harrison May. Got it on his toenail. And now Taylor trying to get the puck out and can't. Again, players left alone in front of the North Stars zone.
Geric and Taylor. That's an interesting line, isn't it?
Yes. Now the Dogs trying to get the puck out. It's bouncing. Stark tries to keep it and does. Taylor now coming to the net. Shoots! Tries to get his own rebound and wasn't successful. Funes now gets the puck up, but they lose it in the neutral zone. Fed back in again by Kennedy. Taylor couldn't quite handle it. It's a bit of a pinball now in the neutral zone. Fed over to Watini. Watini goes in. He slaps it. Doesn't get to the net. Blocked there very, very well by Paddy Ward. Now, Cliff fighting in the corner. Comes out with it. Too strong for Hamish Powell. Now, comes around into the zone. Cliff delaying. Stark staying with him. Cliff tries to get it in front, but Watini was too clever there. There was no way that Barge was going to get that puck. But Barge keeps battling. Stanger now heading the ball. Should be puck, I guess. Round it comes again to Stark. Stark looking up ice. Tries to feed it. Just misses Watini. And there's a icing call against the North Stars, and we'll come back into their zone with 4 minutes 58 seconds to go in the second period.
Yeah, Matt Watini, nice little hook behind the goal up here. That was a bigger hook than Michael Jackson's beat it, I think. But missed by the referee, as we say. Doesn't see, doesn't count.
Plays off to the left of May. Watini wins it. Lindsay now skates around behind his net, makes the pass to Stanger. Stanger trying to get out of the zone. Hits Powell. Powell couldn't quite control it. Now McGregor feeding over to his partner, but Baranzelli picks it up. He's got speed. Comes into the zone. Stops, delays, feeds it over to the side. Oh, tried to get a shot away. It was Tesserick, but just didn't work for him. Back come. Oh, that's a huge hit by Billy Cliff on Tim Stanger. The referees waved it off and said it was okay, but gee whiz, it looked dangerous. Puck still down in the Ice Dog zone. We got a tripping call coming here. Though. There'll definitely be a tripping call against the Ice Dogs.
That was a huge hit on the boards there on Timmy Stanger. And then another good hit over in the boards. But then they opened themselves up, but they were trying to hit everything. And North Stars just kept playing.
It looks like as Shannon McGregor has picked up the penalty. He'll feel a little bit unlucky because certainly the North Star player did go down. There's no doubt about that. And it's all about angles. It looked like it was tripping, so bingo, away you go.
Yeah, so obviously we're looking straight down the ice, so for us it definitely looked like it was only a minor trip. You know, it's not as big as the one I went on to Canada, but it was a trip.
North Stars now already scored this evening on the power play. Get another opportunity with their first unit out there. So far they're controlling the puck well. Bales now makes a pass out here to Wilson. Wilson shoots it and blocked there by Barge.
Too. Him and Danberg are on the points.
Big hit! Huge hit by Dunwoody. Barge now shoots, but that comes off Danberg. Danberg leads the rush up the ice. This is getting exciting. Over the blue line he comes. He delays, waits, looks, feeds it back to the point to Bales. Bales comes in. A shot by Taylor.
Oh, it's a muffin.
Didn't quite connect. Still not quite got his timing right yet. Now Taylor tries to keep the puck in the zone. Successful. Down in the corner it goes. Back up again to the point. Danberg dumps it in. And Ward tries to get it and does a great job to get it out of the zone.
No icing with the penalty.
Harrison May flicks it back up. Danberg again with speed. He'll wait, delay, wait till the players get in. Taylor now with the puck. Looking to the middle. Back to the point it comes though. To Kennedy. Kennedy over to Wilson. Wilson fires it in. But it hits Shane Southwood out there on the penalty kill. Again, the North Stars looking so good on this power play so far. Just need to get more shots at the net. Back it comes now to Taylor. Taylor shoots it. And too good, it was nodding. Now trying to get the puck out. And they're successful, are the Ice Dogs, through Tyler Cabarra with his persistence. Back it comes into the zone. And the North Stars now having to put their second unit out. Rob Stark. Nice pass across to Taylor. Kennedy, I should say. Kennedy up to Watini. Watini takes it through the middle and fans on the pass. And the Dogs just dump it back down into the North Stars zone. 2 minutes 20 still to go in this period. And the penalty is now up. And we're back to 5-on-5. Watini skating hard through the middle. Makes a move. Doesn't quite get to where he wanted it to be. Puck's still in the neutral zone though. Picked up again by Tesserick, who makes a nice move. Feeds it out here now to Baranzelli. Baranzelli delays, tries to get it to the middle. But Watini was there now. Hayden Sheard, the young player. He skates through the middle. Comes over to his wing. Taken off him there by Funes with those long arms. Now the North Stars still in the neutral zone. Still trying to get something happening. Is Brian Bales. Back to Stark. Stark over to Kennedy. Kennedy looks up ice. Makes a nice pass. Tape to Bales. Bales now deep into the corner. McGregor is fighting him. Bales has still got the puck. Great puck protection. turns, fires, it comes off a skate. And Notting saw that somehow and managed to make the save. Now McGregor for the Dogs, looking for the puck. Tesserick comes out with it. Fires it up ice, looking for Baronzelli, but didn't get there. Now Stark for the North Stars clears it out. Picked up, here we go, by Hayden Sheardon. Couldn't quite get it to the middle, where both Watini and Ray Sheffield were waiting for the puck. Now puck's down now. Out comes Baronzelli. Nice pass over here. Now with speed, incredible speed. Actually, it was Barge there, but he couldn't make it happen for him. Dunwoody now feeds it back to Barge, who fans on the shot. Still trying to get it in front and isn't able to. Dunwoody feeds it back down. Luckily didn't hit the ref. Into the corner it is with Barge. Barge tries to feed it in front and comes off Stark. Now Southwood feeds it down in the corner to Dunwoody. Dunwoody with Kennedy battling. Pinching down is Ward. Oh, shot in front. Didn't quite get there. Now North Stars trying their best to clear the zone, and Kennedy does through Sheard. Sheard over to Sheffield, who's lost the puck now. Dunwoody, big feed up the ice to Billy Cliff. He shoots, and Harrison May was too good for that and kicks it out. Now Cliff fighting with Kennedy. It's hard to see who's going to win this one, but it comes in front. A shot way wide, unfortunately for the North Stars, by Robert Malloy, their captain. But what a great period of play for the Ice Dogs.
Yeah, look, 3-all sprint to the finish, but I got a feeling that looking at that period, Cesaric and Barazanelli are they were dominating that period.
Oh, they're the players that have a lot of experience out on the ice, certainly veteran players, and I mean they knew what to do with the puck to help set up the plays that did come. And it was a great period for the Ice Dogs. But saying all that, the North Stars won the period. They scored, the Dogs didn't, to make it. Sorry, the Dogs scored, the North Stars didn't. To get us back to a 3-all hockey game.
20-minute sprint to the finish.
This is going to be a great game. This is going to be a fantastic game, and I can't wait. So let's wait until we come back for the third period.
Yeah, strap yourself in. It's going to be a good one.
So, about to start the last 20 minutes of this extremely exciting hockey game, an extremely even hockey game between the Newcastle North Stars and the Sydney Ice Dogs. 3-all at the end of the second, leading into the third period. Craig, your read.
Well, I've got to start by saying these wedges with sour cream are sensational. I'd like to welcome all the fans tuning in on the live stream. See, we've got, is it Ree from Whyalla, who's over there watching? And, of course, our friends in Louisiana, Go Ice Gators, who are watching. Nice and early in the morning for them, be about 3 a.m. now, so no NHL on or SPHL, so they're watching AIHL, and I hope you're enjoying the hockey that we're putting out over here.
So far, this game has really lived up to its expectation, hasn't it?
It has, and by the end of this match, everyone on the live stream, we're going to have the pronunciation of Brazzanelli correct, we hope.
That's a big call there, Craig. That's
I know,
a big call.
I've got nothing. Everyone knows that. I'm pretty honest with my pronunciation of some names. Very average.
Here we go. Ready to start again. Line 1 against line 1. Dogs, North Stars. Our referee, Darren Lampard, starts proceedings, and the puck is now chopped, or tried to be chopped, into the North Star zone. Barge now feeds it to Harrison May, who hangs on to it, and we'll have a face-off just to the left with 1950 still to go in the period.
Yes, that was a great 10 seconds of play. We've got a 20-minute sprint to the end. This is anyone's.
And I think you're right, mate. This really is anyone's. It's going to be who dominates, I think, this first 5 minutes as to how the game's going to play out.
So you think it's the battle of the neutral zone?
It definitely has been so far. Now the North Stars. Great speed there by Bales. Oh, well done. Great skill as he came over the line. But Malloy was too good for him on the blue line. Now, down in the North Star zone with Dunwoody. Tries to feed it. Does. Gets it. Shot. Side of the net. A rebound. Another shot. Comes out wide. And now the North Stars with huge pace coming in now. Freed it. Tried to get it to Bales. Did Wilson. Didn't quite come off. Wilson. Fans on the puck. Around it comes now to Malloy. Malloy feeds it up through the middle of Dunwoody. Stark. Great play. Manages to stop that rush and gets the puck over to Bales. Bales throws it to Danberg. Danberg trying to hold the puck. Digging there now. Malloy was too good. Around it comes now to Dunwoody, who flicks it out of the zone. Picked up there comfortably by Barge. Comes into the zone, gets to the middle, feeds it back to the point. Shot by Malloy, but that's picked up comfortably by Harrison May.
That was picked up too comfortably by Barg. That's the problem for the North Stars. He basically cut right through there and got it.
I think the North Stars can keep them shooting long and wide. I don't think there's going to be a problem at all.
Chris Wilson's speed. I was only going to say he had his skates on then, but he actually really did have his skates on, didn't he?
Face off now. Still digging hard for it. Kennedy fans trying to get it out.
A muffin.
Cliff working with Lindsay. Lindsay feeds it up to Hayden Sheard. Sheard can't get it out. Bang by Tesserick, just wide of the net. Now, working hard now for the Dogs. Baronzelli tries to get in front. Another shot, just wide. Now, Cliff, behind the net, wants to get it in front. Hooked over there by JFK. Now, Kennedy rushes out with the puck, looking to give it to someone. Gets over the red line and fires it into the zone. Notting comes out. Feeds it around here. Picked up by Taylor, though. He'll be dangerous. Taylor on Kennedy. Beats him. Tries to get in front. Does so, and just goes over the stick of Adam Geric.
No one home.
Baronzelli now on Lindsay. Fires the puck into the zone. A bouncing puck. Harrison May grabs that. Looks up. Sees Lindsay and passes it to him. Lindsay now to Ferrari. Ferrari up ice. Knows what the play should be. And unfortunately doesn't quite get it out. Puck comes back in again. Lindsay now gets it through the neutral zone. But the Dogs are back again through Malloy. Comes down the left side. Feeds it in front. A shot. Hits Ferrari. Now Sheard gets it. But there's phenomenal speed here. Unbelievable by Malloy to get back and stop that play. Fed up now through to Dunwoody. Dunwoody coming through the middle. Slap shot! And Harrison May deflects that up into the netting with 17 minutes and 23 seconds to go.
That was a big... he's still out there, but Malloy, that was a big shift. He was quick. He was down that left wing. He was flying. And then he's back here in defence.
Yeah, he's the kind of player that they're going to need to really perform well this period. He's done a great job in defence so far this game, and they really need him to stand up. He's the captain. He's the one that's going to have to determine it for it. But the North Stars starting to look like they want this badly as well too. Down it comes now. And the man we're talking about, Malloy, waits, feeds it up. Couldn't quite get the puck there was Barge. Now the North Stars try to get through Danberg. Oh, Danberg gets the puck again in the neutral zone. Now he attacks the right wing, trying to get around Funes. Still battling with the puck. It helps him in there is Paddy Ward. Ward can't clear it out. Stark keeps it in. Puck bounces though. Wilson behind the net. Looks, feeds to Danberg. Another shot by Bales. Over the net it goes. Now the Dogs have the opportunity to clear it out, which they do through Southwood. But stolen very cleverly there by Bales. Southwood stole it back from him. Oh, and then does a great poke check on Rob Stark. But Danberg back, can't clear it. Kennedy now with David Dunwoody all over him. Gets it up now to Danberg. Danberg tries to feed it through the middle. Picked up by Chalker. Chalker shoots wide. Hits the side of the net. Now the puck spun around. Tesserick. Oh, big hit by Ray Sheffield. Sheffield comes up with the puck. Feeds it back to Chalker. Chalker couldn't quite control it. Baronzelli whips it around behind the net. Funes just passes it on to his defensive partner, McGregor. McGregor leads the rush. Gets it up to Cliff. Cliff now attacks the North Star zone. Comes through the middle. But good defense there by Ray Sheffield to keep him out wide. Dogs still with the puck though. Feed it back to the point to Malloy. Just a nice little feed in front. The rebound. Everyone's battling for it. No one knows where the puck is, but Ray Sheffield does and bangs it out of the zone. Malloy puts it back in again. North Stars should be looking for a change fairly soon. Lindsay to Sheffield. Sheffield to Cole Clark. Sheffield still with the puck. Now Taylor looks for the puck. He's got it. Shoots on net and Notting grabbed that comfortably. Great end-to-end action. This is unbelievable.
Yeah, sometimes when you're sort of under the pump there, you need the veteran with a cool head, and Ray Sheffield's always going to do that for you. It's in the right spot. No, didn't panic and just knew where he had to put the puck, which was out of the zone really, so he could force the Dogs back.
That was a great shift by Ray Sheffield. Face off now to the left of goalie Tim Notting for the Dogs. Geric can't quite win the face off, and back it comes to Malloy, who just dumps it up through the middle where Dunwoody is waiting. He passes it through to Southwood. Southwood hitting the zone with speed, but Stark was there and covered it. Now, young Hayden Sheard by himself loses the puck, and Malloy gives him a hello, welcome to the game. Kennedy now comes over the line. Malloy again stands him up. The Dogs through Ward. Clears it up the glass, and it does get out of the zone, where Kennedy now puts it back in again. But Malloy looks, sees Cliff. Cliff feeds it to Barge. Barge comes in. Oh, and well taken. But there is a goal. Yes.
Yeah,
a goal scored on the rebound by the Dogs.
That was 3 passes from the Dogs goalkeeper. Basically 3 passes, and Malloy to Barge, was it? I think it was a great pass. It's just basically 3 passes in the whole sequence.
Well, what we were talking about off air, actually, before the period started, Craig, was if you go to the net, good things happen. And that's what the Dogs did. They just threw bodies at the net there, just bounced around, whack, 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 and all of a sudden it's in the net.
Mate, I can tell you all my shots out there are usually muffin shots, so I rely on rebounds to get goals myself, which is not many.
Mate, any goal's a great goal. Now Ferrari with the puck. Over to Lindsay, the D-to-D play. Lindsay comes up through the neutral zone. Dumps it into the zone, but too good is Baronzelli, who steals it. Now, shot back again. Back goes Ferrari. He has to try and reach it. He gets to the puck. Cliff just got to it as well, too. But now Ferrari looking up ice. Needs someone to pass to. Finds Bales. Now it's picked up. But in front of the net it comes. And not quite working there. Bales, great work. Back to Wilson. And he would like to have that shot over again, I'm sure. Danberg was. Yes. Now Tesserick coming down on Ferrari. Comes down, shoots it right in the emblem of Harrison May, who covers up comfortably for that.
Well, the Ice Dogs have got to be feeling confident here. Even though it's 20 minutes or another 14 minutes, it's a long time. They just seem to be making the right passes.
Well, I thought the North Stars started really, really well in this period. But the Dogs have certainly taken the game back to them. They're just so quick through the neutral zone, so they're putting so much pressure on our defensive unit. They're so fast. Really great speed, considering this is their second game of the weekend as well, too. So the puck is back in the North Stars' end again. Kennedy throws it up the ice to young Hayden Sheard. Sheard looks for Taylor and finds him. Trying to toe drag, but too good was Paddy Wood. Now Stark has the puck, but again Ward's there to try and clear it out. And the Dogs do a good job of making that happen. Barge right in front of Dunwoody now on a one-on-one. Stark, too good though. Manages to take the puck off his stick. A great defensive play there by the veteran Rob Stark. And shot down the ice by the North Stars. And we'll have an icing call back into their own zone with 13 minutes and 29 seconds to go in this game.
Yeah, Beau Taylor almost had that shot then. He just couldn't sort of pull it together in time. It got away on him.
Well, I think that sort of will say how much more he'll improve as the games go on, because he tried to toe drag and just the timing wasn't quite there. But during last season and in another game or two, he's going to just do that easily. Yeah,
look out in another week or two when he gets a few games under his belt.
Stark now with the puck. Feeds it up through the middle to Taylor. Taylor dumps it to Sheard. Sheard gets it in front, and Taylor just couldn't quite get his stick on it. Funes now feeds it up, and Billy Cliff couldn't quite handle it. Lindsay now tries to get a pass over to Sheard, but intercepted in the middle by Tesserick. Tesserick with it now. Fires it over to Cliff. Cliff comes into the zone, delays, looks to the middle, gets it to Tesserick, and he couldn't handle it. And now back come the North Stars, screaming over the blue line, trying to get the puck to Bales. Bales over now to Wilson. Wilson looks to the point, gets it to Lindsay. Lindsay shoots it. Notting was too good for that. Now Cliff comes up with it. Gets it up to Tesserick, who misses it. Picks up now by Danberg. Danberg shoots it, and too good. Wilson, and too good was Notting. Now Danberg with the puck. Back to Clark. Clark feeds it in, but Notting clears it wide. And Funes chases it. Danberg's with him. Danberg wins that battle. Wilson has it. Feeds it to Bales, but he doesn't quite get it on his stick. And Dunwoody comes down now. 2-on-2. We've got an issue happening here with Funes and Wilson. Looks like Funes is picking up the penalty.
Yeah, he's off to the penalty kennel.
No, it looks like both of them. Our referee, Darren Lampard, is pointing to Wilson as well too. So it looks like it's 2 minutes each.
He doesn't like it either, and as you wouldn't.
I've never really seen a hockey player say, "Oh, thank you for giving me the penalty. I justly deserved that. I'll go skate over there now."
Absolutely. I know I've only ever got one penalty in my hockey career, but it was blatant,
Too many men on the ice?
No, it was just a blatant cross check, and even I was just like, "Oh, you've got to be kidding, ref!"
His head rammed into my stick. It was terrible.
He headbutted my stick. I should at least get something for that.
Well, this is going to open this game up. There's no doubt, Craig. With 12 minutes and 23 seconds, I'd say it's going to be a 4-on-4 scenario.
You don't think it's coincidental? They'll put them in at the same time. They'll leave it at 5s. I reckon they'll run at 4s.
Well, it looks like the North Stars have 4 on the ice.
I have to wonder what the call is going to be. Actually, it was down in this corner that slightly obscured for us, so we sort of missed what was going on there. Yeah,
it looks like it's going to be... No, the North Stars have 5 out on the ice, so...
Yeah, it could be coincidental, so it's going to wipe... Penalties will wipe each other out.
5-on-5.
And they'll stay at 5s.
If that is the case, the Dogs need to put another player out there. They've only got 4.
I like JFK holding office down the back there, having a chat to a couple of the boys. And just, it's nice that they can have a chat while things are proceeding.
Oh, absolutely. Well, a lot of these guys have played in leagues overseas against each other, so they obviously know each other or know of each other. So it looks like we might have actually a power play situation.
Yeah, we don't have a penalty up for North Stars on the board, so...
Well, I guess the 2 minutes probably wiped each other out, and now we're just got 2 minutes against the Dogs. So the North Stars have an opportunity on their power play to get back into this game and tie it up. Now through Taylor. Taylor stops, can't get it through. Ward now rifles it down and manages to hit the referee and the linesman in the leg. Harrison May comes out to help. Kennedy looks up ice. Oh, again, hits the linesman. The North Stars keep it in. Bales. Danberg tried to get a shot away, and it is in front of the net to Geric, who bangs it away for North Stars' 4th goal.
Yeah, he's in a perfect position there. They just opened the Ice Dogs up there. That little extra man worked out perfectly for him.
Well, the Ice Dogs are justifiably extremely angry because the puck was actually kept into their zone by the linesman. Unfortunate, it hit him.
Hey, look, it happens. And as a linesman, it's not one of great pleasures of getting hit with a hard, cold
Definitely
puck.
not. And certainly if you're a linesman, you're not going to say, please hit me. And there was lots of ice to shoot the puck up, but unfortunately Paddy Ward managed to shoot it up that side.
And as an official out there, you're generally saying, heads up, boys, I'm here. You're letting the players know that you're there. But if they still hit it into you, it's generally, it's their own fault for doing it.
Yeah, absolutely.
And, it generally will drop. And it's up to whoever's going to keep getting there and scoop it up. But, yeah, it's not... I got hit with a puck a couple of weeks ago, and I'll tell you, it wasn't a pleasant experience. They're hard, cold, and black for a reason. And I had bruises for a week. It wasn't fun.
So it looks like with that goal scored, the Dogs should be able to get their extra player on, so we have a 5-on-5 scenario, but there seems to be discussion going on at the bench as to how that's going to look, and for some reason there are only 4 Ice Dogs out on the ice at the moment. Yeah,
looking at the scoreboard, it's still got the 2 minutes up, so I don't know if they got a 2-on-2 for that penalty. It wasn't announced, so they're having a zebra conference at the moment over there, just working it out.
Yeah, you would think if it was a 2-on-2 and then an extra 2 given to the Dogs player with the goal being scored, that the Ice Dogs should have another player back on the ice and have a 5-on-5, but that may not be the scenario. We'll just have to wait and see how this plays out with referee Lampard over at the penalty timekeeper's box, talking to the penalty timekeepers so they know what's going on after he'd been to the Dogs bench. Now talking to the captains. And it looks like everyone agrees that it should be 5-on-5.
Yeah.
And so that makes the Ice Dogs a lot happier.
You definitely would be happy if you're in that situation. 5-on-5 is definitely how you want to play the game.
4-on-4 now. 11 minutes, 56 seconds to go into this game. Puck comes back to the Dogs now through Ward. Ward, nice little D-to-D pass. Up it comes to Barge. Barge on Stark, delays. Tries to get to the middle, but that hits Beau Taylor's stick. Beau Taylor now with the puck. Screaming down the right wing. Oh, and taken by Malloy. No one's sure where the puck's gone. Looks like it may have hit someone and gone up into the stands. So the face-off will be just outside the Ice Dog zone.
Yeah, Lions and Brunker just grabbed another puck from the bench there. I don't think anyone knew where that one went, including us.
This is two exciting lines out on the ice here now. Both first lines for both teams. Back it comes to Malloy. Malloy to Ward. Ward goes for a skate. Looks to the middle. Oh, it's Barge with the puck, but unfortunately it was offside. I would suggest perhaps that Tesser was just a little bit too keen, or may have been Dunwoody a little bit too keen to get over the line. So just outside the North Stars zone. Barge against Bales.
Oh, well, Rick West is standing for none of that. Back you go, boys.
And Ward gets the puck and fires it into the zone, where Kennedy will go back and pick it up. Looks to his partner. Throws it up here to Taylor, who got a stick on it, but not enough. And down it comes for the icing call against the North Stars. In 11 minutes and 14 seconds, we go back again to the North Stars zone.
Oh, playing the Hound Dog song, a bit of Elvis.
One of the great rules they brought out, Craig, is that you're not allowed to change when you do an icing, so it punishes the team that does the icing. I think it's a great rule.
It is. Basically, a few teams will try and sneak one in, but I don't think our linesmen are going to miss that.
The face-off now. Won by the North Stars. And out comes Danberg. Coming, dumps the puck into the zone. McGregor didn't quite see it, but picked up by Danberg. Now Taylor helping him. Back to the point. Kennedy shoots it in there, and it hit Baronzelli. A backhand shot there, tried by Danberg. Now Cliff feeds it up to Tyler Kabara. Kabara throws it in and goes to put pressure on Kennedy. Kennedy looks up ice, fires it across to no one, and deep into the dog zone it comes for another icing, and back we go into the North Star zone again.
Yeah, back down we go. That was an interesting shot by Kennedy. I don't think it looked a bit mistimed, but it actually was nearly effective.
Correct.
It's like a slow ball in cricket, isn't it? You see it coming, but you sort of go and move. And
there was a bouncing puck on Harrison May in the first period. It's like that. I'm so glad he got it, but it was just going anywhere. Now, fighting for the puck are the Dogs. Dunwoody tries to get it in front, but Bales is too good. Bales coming out of his own zone now, puts the brakes on, looks up ice, tries to find Geric, and Geric loses it. Now it's Bales. So I'll do it myself. Over the line he comes, sets up delays, tries to get a pass over to Hayden Shear, but didn't work. Hayden now feeding it down to Geric. Geric takes a shot in the face. Oh boy, oh boy. Now we go, Dunwoody through the neutral zone, gets over the North Star zone, tries to delay, back! Oh, what a shot there by Barge. North Star's too good for it though. Dumped out by Rob Stark.
Oh, he's tripped over the blue line.
Ward now tries to get it over to Barge. Taken out of the play there. Back it goes. Dunwoody fires a shot. Almost got everyone in the head. Around it comes, picked up now by the North Stars. Back it comes into the zone now. Watini fires it. It's covered over there well. Cliff now behind the net, leaves it. Puck bounces up. Watini tries to make something happen, but McGregor takes him out of the play, and now comes Cliff screaming down the side. Tries to get around Lindsay. Lindsay takes the puck off him, back to McGregor though. McGregor down in the corner to Cliff. Cliff puts it behind the net. And Harrison May's trying to dig the puck out, and we have a face-off with 9 minutes and 14 seconds to go in the third period. We still have a 4-4 hockey game.
Geez, Cliff was quick up the ice there, wasn't he? He was, he was basically sprinting up the ice. So quick, and his feet are always moving.
And he can score a goal from anywhere.
Yeah.
He really is a great offensive player, as is Dave Dunwoody, and those two have been playing together tonight and have looked dangerous for most of the time.
Hayden Shears had a lot of ice time tonight, which is really good.
Yeah, he's playing on the second line tonight. Now the puck gets fired into the zone. Baronzelli tried to, but didn't quite get there. Now we've got a whistle, looks like an offside. And I want to welcome also Meredith and Graham and Megan and Matthew are all watching tonight as well. I hope you're enjoying the game. Doesn't get much tenser than this. 4-4 with 9 minutes and 6 seconds to go. Barge. Back to Stark it goes. Stark finds Bales, standing still, but he gets his feet moving now. Bales over here to Danberg. Danberg back to Bales, gets it to Wilson. He shoots, big save, and how that didn't go in the net from Brian Bales. He will be ruining that one. But the North Stars still got the pressure on. Another shot and another huge save there by Tim Notting on another Brian Bales bullet.
Yeah, that was 3 crucial saves there. That you look at every big save at the moment, you think every big save could be a match winner.
With 8 minutes and 42 seconds to go, anything can happen in this game still. Barge and Bales.
It's a good name, that, isn't it?
One by the Dogs. They can't get out of the zone. Wilson, held in. Linesman says not offside. Now Dunwoody with the puck. He'll want to get it out of his zone. And goes for a skate. Through the neutral zone. Oh, Jesus, guy's lining up to give him a hit. But he picks it up and takes a shot on Harrison May.
That's another lesson for the kiddies, isn't it? Never give up, because even though he lost it, after that little collision, he picked it up again, had the shot. So.
Well, it showed fantastic skill to get his feet moving, to get through the neutral zone, take a shot, have the puck land back on him, and to get another shot away. I mean, it was ineffectual in that it did get a face-off, I suppose, but Harrison May took it comfortably. But it put pressure on the North Stars again, and the puck is in their zone. Deep into the corner it goes. Screaming around there was Geric. Now, puck comes out to Sheffield. Geric, throws a big elbow, and he may have got caught for that.
Yeah, I thought it might have been a high stick. Yeah.
I'm just waiting to see who the call is on.
The high stick, so he's going to bring it out. There's no penalty there. He didn't connect with anyone, so basically just a high stick. No, actually, it looks like Tesaric's going in the bin. He's going to grab a little bit of pine time.
Well, and the North Stars will say thank you very much to that, but Adam Geric is very lucky he didn't get an elbow call right in front of the penalty box there. Doesn't matter. The reality is...
Well, I think it was payback for the one he got up here, because that stung him, that elbow.
Absolutely.
He caught that right in the face.
It was a beauty.
It was a good one.
Now the North Stars with Bales back to the point. Okay, now Taylor trying to find someone to give it to. Throws it back. Big shot there, but Cody Danberg, but was going over the net, and there was no problem for Notting to grab that.
Yeah, that was the source of that one, wasn't it?
7 minutes, 54 seconds to go. This is the opportunity the North Stars need. They've scored tonight on their power play. They know they can do it. All they got to do is try and put the puck away now. Best face-off man in the league there, Adam Geric, going against Simon Barge.
Good line out there at the moment too.
Back it comes to Taylor. Taylor feeds Danberg. Back over to Taylor. Taylor, big feed over here to Wilson. Wilson fakes it, shoots it. Notting gets it, but there's a rebound. Now Wilson over to Taylor. He couldn't get a shot away, and Notting grabs the puck.
Yeah, that was another one. We had Wilson and Danberg sitting out on the point, and you had Geric, Bales, and Taylor. That's a decent little power play unit.
Well, there's a lot of offensive power out there, there's no doubt. They've just got to start shooting the puck.
Do you think that's a tactical move to put pretty well all forwards out there?
Absolutely, because Danberg and Wilson can play defence. Now, back it comes to Taylor. Taylor feeds it down in the corner to Bales. Bales looking, try and get it in front, and Geric fans on the shot. Dunwoody starts out with it now. Comes over the blue line. Fakes a shot, stops, delays, throws it in front, but Barge couldn't get a stick to that. Now, the North Stars, big cross-ice feed to Geric, takes a crazy bounce. Taylor picks it up. Beau Taylor now comes over the zone, looks to the middle, finds Bales. Bales feeds it back to Wilson, and Notting takes that right on the emblem.
Yeah, Wilson was a bit disappointed there. The look on his face, it was just like a OMG moment. He thinks that might have been a wasted opportunity.
Well, they've got to keep shooting at the net. There's no doubt about that. So any shot that goes, anything can happen. So it was a good opportunity taken there. And we do have the pressure still on the Ice Dogs, just to the left of goalie Tim Notting. Billy Cliff
always
now.
Say 100% of the shots you miss are the ones you don't take, aren't
Correct. Oh, good face-off win by Danberg. Bales back to Stark. Stark hits a stick. It just goes over the net. Now Baronzelli fires it, but Stark keeps it in. Takes another shot. Deflection by Wilson. And Notting was too good for that. Now Funes fighting with Wilson. Wilson controls. Tries to get it to Kennedy. Does. Kennedy throws it back to Wilson. Taking their time, the North Stars. Setting it up. Back to Danberg. Covered well by the defence there. Good defence by McGregor. Now Baronzelli on his backhand. Clears it down the ice. And Harrison May comes up. Big pass. Finds Kennedy. Kennedy delays. Looks. Fires it over here to Taylor. Taylor takes his time. Backhand pass. No one there. Kennedy. Now Geric comes in with speed. Shoots it. Notting takes the rebound by Sheard. And Notting was too good for that. Fired down the ice by Baronzelli. We've got 1 second to go, and that is it. We're back to 5-on-5 and a great PK by the Sydney Ice Dogs. Now fired up the ice by Kennedy. Didn't seem like a lot of effort was put in trying to save that.
I would at least try to sell that by putting the stick out. I got a touch on that. You got to at least try and sell it.
You would think so. So back it goes into the North Star zone to the right of Harrison May for another icing call against the North Stars.
He hasn't watched enough World Cup. That's his problem.
Obviously. 5 minutes, 56 seconds to go in this third period. Still 4-all. Still anyone's game. Back it comes. O'Malley. No. Puck comes back now into the dog zone. Looks like it might be another icing call against the North Stars. And it is. Back it'll go. Robert Malloy, sorry to say, Craig, Robert Malloy really wanted a good shot from the point there, and it just fanned on it. That would have put pressure on the North Stars.
So it wasn't technically a muffin?
Wasn't technically a muffin. He just kind of like didn't get everything on it.
Do we start talking about the S word soon?
Not yet.
Not yet.
5 minutes, 47 to go. Barge behind the North Stars net. Looks up to the point. Gets it to Ward. Ward dances. Shoots it, and well blocked there. Looked like there was Geric got his body in front of that. Here it comes. Back for the back, and it's picked up by Notting. And Ward is probably a little bit lucky he didn't get an interference call there, but not a problem. Now the pressure is on the Dogs. A face-off to the right of their goaltender, Mr. Notting.
Smart defense. He actually used his body to protect the puck and just let it keep sliding. So he did a really good job there.
Barge for the Dogs. Wins face-off. Ward throws it around behind the net. North Stars trying to put pressure. Danberg's going over and meets him with a nice shot. Taylor tried to get the puck into the zone, but he shot it up in the netting, so the face-off will be outside the Ice Dogs' end.
Yeah, this is going to be really... I think just strap yourself in. This is going to be a great 5 minutes of hockey coming up.
Well, it's not a bad line that the Dogs are throwing out at the moment. Tesserick, Baronzelli, Billy Cliff. I mean, they're still incredible that these keep coming at you.
Yeah, don't duck off and make a cuppa now.
Here we go with Tesserick coming over the zone on Clark. Clark keeps him wide. Tesserick trying to feed it into the middle. Bounces off someone. Back it comes. Baronzelli. Oh, Taylor put his whole body on the line there and managed to knock the puck off Baronzelli. Now down in the corner it goes. Dogs still with it. Tried to clear it in front and it wasn't able to make that happen. Taylor now tries to feed it through the middle, but unfortunately Cody Danberg didn't quite get the puck. Now it comes over to Lindsay. Lindsay looks up through the middle. Big pass over here. Picked up by Danberg. Danberg shoots, but it goes way wide. Now Bales in the corner. Battling hard with Baronzelli.
Nice
now,
move.
Bales. It's Wilson, I should say. Wilson gets it to Bales. Bales back to Wilson. Wilson to Bales, but taken off there, and we're going to have a penalty coming up against the Newcastle North Stars. A tripping call.
Bales will be going in for a trip there.
And he knew it. He's skating straight over.
Yeah, he looked straight at the referee. I don't think it's no different to the one in the second period for the Ice Dogs. Look, it wasn't a big trip, but it was still a trip.
Now this is going to put the resolve into the North Stars. PK. They haven't had to do a lot of penalty killing tonight. They've been on the power play for a lot of this game. But now we're going to see how well they protect the zone in front of their own net. Back it comes to Ward. Ward now feeds it over to Malloy. Trying to get in front, which they do. Shot and just wide of the net by Southwood. We have another call and
another whistle.
One of the Dogs skated through the crease, so the face-off will come outside.
It was sort of tangling with Kennedy there on the back post, and I think he was in the paint zone.
Again, another great rule protecting the goaltenders, Craig. I don't mind it at all.
They're so vulnerable down there. They've got to have protection.
So with 4 minutes 23 seconds to go, face-offs outside the North Star zone. Dan Woody trying to get the puck. Him and Geric managed to get tangled. The Dogs now through the neutral zone through Ward. He skates up into the zone. Feeds it down into the corner where it's picked up by Barge. Barge back to Ward. Ward over to Barge. Ward. Oh, sorry, it was Malloy, I should say, sorry. Puck's over this side. Taylor's fighting hard, and what a great play by Taylor to get to that puck first and clear it right down here in the Dog zone. Now, picked up by Malloy. He'll settle. Wait for his guys to come back. And away they go. Good power play breakout. Lots of strength, but well intercepted by Cody Danberg, who just throws it into the zone. Now Ward goes back and picks it up. And he goes for a skate. Throws it over to Dunwoody. Dunwoody on Kennedy. Gets to the zone. Kennedy attacks him, but the puck still goes down deep. Where Barge rims it around here, where it's picked up. Oh, great play by Funes at the point. Now the Dogs still pressure. Great shot there, and that was fantastic by Chris Wilson to throw his body in front of that shot. For it to go wide of the net, and Harrison May covers it up with 3 minutes and 14 seconds to go.
Yeah, 42 seconds left on this power play. Yeah, Wilson, props for getting in front of that one. That was a rocket that came off that stick. The safest place for that was be behind the glass.
Absolutely. Now the Dogs trying to win the face-off, but it comes back to Kennedy, who smashes it down the ice, but Funes was able to get his handle on it. Now McGregor looks up, hits Baranzelli. Baranzelli takes it back again after a pass from Cliff. Throws it into the corner. Testrick going. JFK is strong on that puck. Wilson bangs it down the ice. And the Dogs will have to come back and regroup again.
There's some tired bodies out there.
Through McGregor. Throws the puck in off Kennedy into the corner. Harrison May comes out, rims it around, hoping to get it out, but it's held in there by Funes.
And we're back to 5-on-5.
Great PK by the North Stars. They needed that, and they did it. In the corner now, still battling. Looks like Kennedy has got his hands on the puck and gets out. Oh, Taylor, everything he could. And what a great play by Tesserick to keep the puck in the zone. But picked up by the North Stars. Here we go. This is dangerous. Funes now comes across and does a nice little poke check and takes it off Brian Bales. Now McGregor tries to get it out. JFK back. Oh, great play there. And a shot. And how did Notting stop that? Wilson can't believe it either. And back it comes to the point. A shot by Lindsay. That doesn't get through. Bales fighting hard for it. And that doesn't work. Now Dunwoody trying to come out of the zone, but kept in there by Danberg. Fired up the ice to Dunwoody. And Dunwoody puts it into the middle. Unfortunately, it wasn't able to be picked up there by Southwood for the Dogs. Now Danberg comes back. He fires it around. Wilson picks it up. Looks to pass. Finds Danberg. Danberg comes into the zone now on Malloy, but Malloy's too clever in this regard. Fighting now in the corner. Trying to get the puck back. Does Dunwoody, though. Dunwoody tries to hit Cliff. There's no icing call on this.
No,
and Stark has to come back and grab it. Good play. Feeds it up through the middle to Bales. And Bales looks around, see if there's anyone to help him. There wasn't. Into the zone it comes now. Last minute of play. A shot! Oh, big save by Harrison May. Huge save. Less than 1 minute to go. Only 50 seconds to go in this game. Here come the Ice Dogs now through Dunwoody. Down in the corner. Looks in front of the net. Tries to get it to Cliff. But the North Stars clear it out through Stark. Taylor tried to get a handle on the puck and couldn't. Ward throws it over here now to Dunwoody. Looks to the middle. Finds Barge. Barge cuts to the middle, but wasn't able to get a shot away. The fans are loving that. They're getting behind their team at the moment. Funes throws it in. Now Lindsay behind the net. Knows there's not much to go. Feeds it to a player with speed as Danberg. Taylor throws it in. Now Funes fighting with Geric for the puck. Funes comes up with it, dumps it down, but kept in by Rob Stark, who throws it in on the net. Now it's Ward throwing it around, trying to get out of the zone. He does, and ladies and gentlemen, I think we might be going to shootout.
Okay, so now I can mention the S word.
You can mention the S word.
This is going to be interesting. People are going to get their money's worth on the live stream for this one.
I can remember the last shootout that I did with the co-commentator, and it went on for felt like 3 days.
Yeah, that was 16 shots, I think, till Jason Chalker buried it with a double bicep curl. From memory,
it was a great goal by him. I mean, he knew he was not supposed to be out there for the shootout, but it sort of got to the stage where someone had to go, and he did a brilliant job scoring.
I believe you were next on the list, so he had to do it.
So we're just working out now who's going to be the first shooter.
Heads or tails? Yeah, everyone's on the edge of their seats here. Even the people standing are on the edge of their seats, and they don't even have seats.
Well, I was actually looking at the crowd as that was winding down, and there's so many people jumping up and down, so excited about the fact that it was going to a shootout. And I guess it's because we haven't seen many shootouts in this building.
I think it was last year, actually the year before, we seemed to have shootout week after week. And, you know, that's how close this game's been. There's a couple of fans down there that are pumped up it's going to a shootout. They're psyched.
So it looks like it might be the Ice Dogs who are shooting first.
Yep.
And is that Richard Tesserick who's gone out?
Yeah, Tesserick.
Tesserick. Let's just hope Richard, for the Dogs, can score, and for the North Stars that he misses the net. Our referee, Darren Lampard, is just settling the penalty box. Make sure they know what's going on as well.
I would hope they know. They mightn't know. They haven't seen one for a while. A lot of pressure for a goalie, isn't it? The old shootout.
Incredible pressure. Now they're just trying to let goaltender Tim Notting know where he's supposed to be during this.
He hasn't. I don't think he's been to a shootout, so he might not know. He's sort of asking what's going on.
Well, I'm just sort of saying he has to be right off the ice, which he's done now. So Richard Tesserick skates down. Harrison May's ready. Oh, and does a fantastic save. Tesserick trying to feed the 5-hole, and Harrison May said, "Not tonight, buddy."
Now I'm gonna put a hard one on you here. As I said, quite modest. You don't talk about it a lot, but as a very successful coach, what is your plan for a skater coming in for a shootout? Is it an individual thing, or what would you tell the boys? What would you say?
Shoot it.
Shoot it.
It's a shootout. You shoot it. There's too much ice on the ice.
Don't get fancy.
Wilson fakes and misses. And that's unfortunately what tends to happen a little bit on shootouts because the ice is so dirty. In the NHL, of course, they scrape the ice so that you've got fresh ice when you're going out for your shootout. But here in the AIHL, you've got to work on the ice that's been chewed up for the last 20 minutes. So frankly, shooting is probably the best option. Simon Barge now for the Dogs, looking to put them on the score sheet. Shoots, and he puts it in the net. 1-0 for the Dogs.
Barg's a bit of a specialist when it comes to shorthanded goals and shootouts. He loves anything starting with S.
Well, a lot of shorthanded goals scored are on breakaways, where it is a one-on-one. So obviously he handled that well. Now Beau Taylor. Talk about pressure. Been in the country.
First game back.
For only 3 or 4 days.
Let's see if the flow can go.
Taylor shoots, and a big save by Tim Notting.
That was a crucial save, that one.
Now the pressure is on. Harrison May must save this for the North Stars for them to stay in this shootout. If the Dogs score through Paul Bowdenzelli, game's over. No pressure at all. Baronzelli shoots, and again a big save by Harrison May. Now the pressure comes back on the North Stars. They need to score to stay in this.
Looks like Brian Bales stepping up.
Brian Bales.
Brian Bales.
This is a talented player. He's certainly one of the guys I would have in my top 3.
And a talented keeper, so this is going to be a good one. It's a good little battle.
Bales with speed. Oh, and that is it. The Ice Dogs have won the game in a shootout.
Yeah, they'll be happy with that. Look, I don't think Newcastle as a losing side can really be disappointed with the way they played. They played well.
This was a terrific game. It was end-to-end, backwards and forwards. There were penalties, but there weren't a lot of penalties in the game, which allowed a lot of 5-on-5 play. And it was just so exciting. Some of the saves were huge. Some of the opportunities were incredible. So no one could be disappointed as a fan for watching this game. Obviously, you would like to see, if you're a North Star fan, you would love to see them come away with more than 1 point. But, I mean, that was an exciting game, Craig. That was an exciting game.
Oh, look, and we had probably the best view in the house here. Sitting down behind the goals. But, look, the Ice Dogs played a really good, controlled game of hockey. They had the right amount of aggression. It didn't sort of go over that line where they start getting heavily penalised. So they played a smart game. And when they play a smart game, they're very effective. And,
Absolutely.
You're looking at last year when they won the Goodall Cup, their penalty minutes were a fraction of the year before.
Correct.
You can't win the Goodall Cup with 4 players on the ice. So they're playing a smart game. And I think after last night, losing a couple of players with match penalties might have given them a wake-up call.
Absolutely.
The major incident that we're talking about happened basically at 0, which means it was at the end of the game, which is crazy to get match penalties at the end of a game.
Well, to the North Stars' credit, they got 3 quick goals in that game, and they looked really, really good. The thing that unsettled them, obviously, was the way that the Dogs came back and kept putting pressure on, and the North Stars just couldn't find a way through the wall. Tim Notting tonight, and he did a fantastic job for 35 minutes, the second and third period, and just looked unbeatable.
Yeah, that last shot, we're actually watching it from here, that not in the shootout, but back in the actual game in the third period there was a shot where Notting was actually out of the play, and it was only a shin guard that it hit, and it actually come off the shin guard. That was a very close opportunity, but Newcastle can take out positives. Beau Taylor, he's back.
Absolutely.
He'll find his form over a couple of games, 2 or 3 games, plus some time on the ice. You're coming back, you're playing with some guys that you played with last year who I think are dramatically improved. Yep. And you're looking at the likes of Matt Watini, the way he played in Perth last week from reports. He's got to fit back into that system. He's obviously got Wilson and Danberg that he's trying to work in with. Obviously he's got a good combination with Geric, but you can see a couple of times tonight his timing just wasn't there. And we're only talking about 5%. He's probably at 95%. He finds that extra 5%. Could be the difference.
Absolutely. And certainly I know Coach Dore is so happy he now has his full strength side, so he can now start doing stuff together so that they can really get this run happening, because they frankly need 10 wins in a row to get into the to a playoff scenario.
Watch out, Steve, you're on camera.
So hopefully with a bit of luck, what we need to do is go back now, regroup. We'll look at a game plan where we can keep scoring goals rather than scoring goals just for a period, and take this charge for the Newcastle North Stars straight down to Melbourne for the AIHL finals.
Yeah, look, and we're back here on July 26th for the Melbourne Ice game. That's going to be another fantastic game. They all are, aren't they, really? Well, it's ice hockey, let's face it.
All games this season, I mean, it really doesn't matter who's playing who. You just never know what the result is going to be right until the very end.
I've got to agree with you there. Look at some of the scores around the league. Like, the Bears went down to Melbourne and basically, put everyone away. And then they've just been really... The only way you can put a 10-1 score is they've been absolutely towed up tonight.
And a 4-0 score to go with that as well against the Mustangs on Saturday night.
The Brave have been playing well. And then, they lost that close one last night to the Dogs. The scores are just all over the place. Like, you can't... There's no one that's really miles ahead of anyone.
No, and that's what's made it such an exciting season this year for all ice hockey fans here in Australia. So, Craig, thanks so much for your help tonight.
It's been an absolute pleasure, Steve. Thanks for our fans from overseas for watching in.
Thank you to all the crew for presenting this game to you tonight. So it's good night from me.
And it's good night from him.